Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
If you're looking to cherish that special moment in photos, Warren Yanez Photography is the one to call. Lockhart High School sophomore and Lions Pride sports broadcast videographer Warren Yanez is a very talented young man with the inspiration and determination to capture the photos that will create an everlasting memory. Warren Yanez Photography has flexible scheduling, with shoot locations available within the Lockhart perimeter. If you are interested in having Warren photograph yourself, your family, and pets, he graciously accepts love offerings and tips as a way to continue nurturing and refining his God-given talents. For more info, you can contact Warren Yanez Photography at 512-855-3106.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsors, Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market, and Quantum Towing. And now from the press box with the broadcasting crew of TD Tom Dunn and the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
And welcome to Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader between the Lockhart Lions and the Kenedy Lions of Kenedy, Texas. My name is Emilio Sarge Juarez, going to bring you all the live play-by-play action. As we get set for Game 2, we'll take you around the horn with the Lockhart Lions. Behind the plate is going to be number 2, Santiago Guerra. At first base, number 13, Weston Phillips. At second, number 8, Avery Ibarra. At shortstop, number 6, Jesse Flores. Number 16, Ethan Mendez at third base. And going from left to right, Parker Connor. Number 11, number 7, Waylon Phillips. And number 9, Jeremiah James in right field. And on the mound for Game 2 is going to be number 1, Gage Deutsch for the Lockhart Lions, as we get set for the first pitch. Want to give a big shout out to our main sponsors, Kent Riddle Properties, Quantum Towing, and Kreitz Market. And once again, welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball. Lockhart Lions defeated Austin Navarro in game number 1 by a final of 14-4 in 6 innings. Leading off for Kenedy, number 3, Carson. So Carson will lead things off for the Lions at the Battle of the Lions. Kenedy Lions versus Lockhart Lions. And once again, Gage Deutsch on the mound, set to deliver his first pitch of the night here in game 2 of the doubleheader. And it's a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Carson digs back into the batter's box. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be in there for strike 2. Check swing, but nonetheless, strike 2. And that one's going to be a swing and a miss in the dirt over to first base for out number 1. Now up to bat number 4, Daniel. So the designated hitter for the Kenedy Lions takes a look at the first pitch. Check swing for strike 1. Outfield is playing straight away. 0-1 pitch on the way, low and in the turf for ball 1, 1-1 the count. The senior Gage Deutsch on the mound. Pitching to the senior Santiago Guerra behind the plate. Gonna drive down the left side, gonna be fouled off the visitor's front door. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one's going to be chopped back to the screen. Count will still remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Low and inside for ball 2, 2-2 to count. Low and inside once again. That'll make the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to miss for ball 4. Now up to bat number 1, Waylon. And Kenedy comes out of District 32 2A Region 4. Moving up in districts to play tonight. And the first pitch to Waylon's going to be in there for strike 1. Game, no matter what district they're from or what class, you still throw the ball, you still hit the ball, and a throw down to second. They're going to get Daniels out on a great throw by Santiago Guerra. number 2. That's going to miss outside. That's going to miss way outside. That'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. And Gage was trying to put some heat behind that one. 3-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be low and in the turf, and that's going to be the second walk of the night, as Whalen will go to first base. Now coming up to bat, number 0, Dele. Excuse me, number 5, David. So number 5, David, steps into the batter's box. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. That one's just going to miss on the inside for ball 1. Yeah, Whalen's at first base with a walk. That's going to be there for strike 1. One and one to count. It's going to be a sharp ground ball hit towards Ethan Mendez at third, having to hurry to throw to first. It's going to get away from the first baseman. And moving over to third base, it's going to be Whalen. We will have a courtesy runner running for David. Runners on the corner for the Kenedy Lions. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Delay. Be a chopper hit towards the left side towards Mendez, over to second for out number 3, and that's going to do it for the top half of the inning. Before we go to commercial break, do want to send a big old happy birthday to Francine Hunt. Big fan of Lockhart Lions Sports and of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, so happy birthday, Francine, and wish you many, many more. Right now, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
And we are back, and let's take you around the horn with the Kenedy Lions. Behind the plate is going to be number 5, David. At first base, number 7, Joel. At second base, number 6, Logan. At shortstop, number 3, Carson. At third base, number 1, Whalen. And going from left to right, number 11, Jaron. Number 0, Dele. And number 2, Ryder. And on the mound for the Kenedy Lions, number 1, Aaron. Leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 2, Santiago Guerra. So Guerra will be leading things off for the Lockhart Lions. Aaron on the mound, first pitch. That's going to be up and away for ball 1. Going 1-0. Breaking ball. Breaking right on the outside corner of that plate for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Hanging breaking ball outside for ball 2. Two and 1 the count. Missing up and away for ball 3. As a leadoff batter for the Lockhart Lions, Santiago Guerra ahead in the count, with Avery Ibarra in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That's going to make the count full. And a swing and a miss at a high one for strikeout number 1 for Aaron. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 8, Avery Ibarra. So Ibarra steps up to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Takes a hack at that one. Going to send it foul and out of play. That'll make the count 0-1 to Ibarra. Taking a hack at that one. Fouls it back to the backstop for strike 2. Oh-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball on the inside for ball 1. 1-2 to count. Once again, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. High breaking ball missing for ball 2. Two pitch on the way. That's going to be a ground ball hit towards the third baseman. Coming up, throwing over to first, and in time. Great job by Whalen to get the ball out to Joel for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. Now coming up to bat, number 16, Ethan Mendez. So Mendez will dig in with 2 outs here at the bottom of the first. Breaking ball in the inside corner for strike 1. They say it's not where it lands, it's where it crosses. Low and inside. As that one's going to be fouled away. A little bit of some gamesmanship as David, the catcher for the Kenedy Lions, was calling for it up at chest level, and everyone went down and low on the inside for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. That one's going to miss up and away for ball 1. 1-2 to count now. It's going to be inside for ball 2. That one's going to be fouled out of play. Count will still remain 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Mendez with the blooper out into center field, and a great job by the shortstop Carson to track it down for out number 3. So after 1 inning of play, it is scoreless. Kenedy 0, Lockhart 0. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, 5th generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And we are back for the start of the top half of the second inning. As we will see number 7, Joel, to come up to the plate. Now leading off for the Kenedy Lions, number 7, Joel. So Joel will step into the batter's box for the first time today here in the top half of the second inning. Gage Doy still on the mound, and he delivers the first pitch for ball 1 up and in. That one's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. 1-1 to count. And that one will hit that outside corner for strike 2. That's going to hit that outside corner for strike 3. That's going to be the second strikeout for Gage Deutsch. Now to bat for Kenedy, number 6, Logan. And that one's going to miss for ball one. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. That one's going to miss for ball 2. 2-1 the count. That one's going to be fouled off the right side of the backstop for strike 2. 2-2 to count. As we are here in the top of the second, that one's going to miss for ball 3. Full count coming up. That's going to miss outside. Now up to bat number 8, Aaron. And that'll hit that outside corner for strike 1. As the pitcher for the Kenedy Lions is at the plate. Going to miss outside for ball 1. 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Or strike 2, excuse me. Throw to first base a little high. Great job by Weston Phillips to come down with it. It's going to be in there for strikeout number 3 for Gage Deutsch. And that's going to bring up Jaron up to the plate. Now batting for the Kenedy, number 11, Jaron. Nice breaking ball in there for strike 1. Throw to first base, not in time. And that one hitting the outside corner. Great job by Guerra framing that one. And a big swing and a miss to end the inning. As Jaron goes down swinging. So after 1.5 of play, it is still scoreless. Lockhart 0, Kenedy 0. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back for the bottom half of the second inning with some more Lockhart Line baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And now leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 11, Parker Connor. So Parker Connor will dig in for the first time here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Aaron still on the mound for the Kenedy Lions, as he sets to deliver his first pitch of the second inning, and it's in there for strike 1. Got a nice swooping curveball. Curveball with some late breaking action. That one's going to be popped up over towards the right side. And that's going to be a little bit of trouble as it hits the turf. And Connor will reach base on a bloop single. Now up to bat, number 1, Gage Deutsch. So the pitcher, Gage Deutsch, will be digging into the batter's box. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Parker Connor just reached base on a bloop single to right field. A throw to first base. And Connor's able to slide back safely. First pitch to Gage Deutsch is going to be swung on and popped over towards right field. Going back, making the catch. It's going to be Ryder. That's going to be good for out number 1. That'll bring up number 7. Now batting number 7, Waylon Phillips. So with one out here in the bottom of the second inning, Parker Connor still at first base. Waylon Phillips at the plate. Jeremiah James in the on-deck circle. And throw over to first base. Throw over to second, and they will get Parker Connor trying to advance over to second base for the second out of the inning. So now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Waylon Phillips at the plate. That's going to be inside. That's going to go off of Waylon's foot. So he'll make his way over to first base on a hit by pitch. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 9, Jeremiah James. As David, the catcher, goes over to the pitcher's mound to talk to Aaron. As we get back to action, Jeremiah James steps into the batter's box. Waylon Phillips at first base, reaching on a hit by pitch. 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. And James will send this one down the left side, fouling out of play for strike 1. One pitch on the way, breaking ball, just missing high for ball 1. Jeremiah James and Gage Deutsch, the Kreitz Market Offensive Players of the Game for Game 1. Both of them coming up big with 3-run triples in that contest. one's going to be outside and bouncing on the turf. Great job by David to keep it in front of him. And, of course, the quantum toe and defensive players of the game were the Phillip brothers, Waylon and Weston. Did fantastic work on the mound for the Lockhart Lions. Big swing and a miss for strike two. That'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Over to first base, and not in time. As Waylon Phillips gets back. Xavier Schulke in the on-deck circle for the Lions. A swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's going to do it. After 2 innings of play, it is still scoreless here at Lions Stadium. Kenedy Lions 0, Lockhart Lions 0. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with a more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort. Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And the throw down to second lets us know it's time to play some baseball. And now leading off for the Kenedy Lions, number 3, Carson. This is Carson's second plate appearance. He is 0 for 1 tonight, struck out back in the first inning to lead things off. Gage Joyce still wheeling and dealing on the mound. Well, that's going to be called strike 1 right down the middle. Gage Joyce with 4 strikeouts so far on the night. That's going to be in there for strike 2. Gave up a couple of walks and an error. And that one's going to hit that outside corner for strike 3. And strikeout number 5. Now up to bat number 4, Daniel. Well, Daniel comes up to the plate. He walked his first plate appearance and was caught stealing at second. As Guerra threw an absolute dart. That one's going to be sent foul and out of play down the left side for strike 1. That one's going to miss low for ball 1, 1-1 to count. And that one will be right in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So far, Gage Joyce with 5 strikeouts on the night. here on the top of the third. Ooh, and that one's just missing for ball 2. Guerra was getting ready to throw that one down to third base to Ethan Mendez. Had to pull back on that one. And breaking ball is going to miss inside for ball 3. That's going to make it full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Daniel, the designated hitter for the Kenedy Lions. That one's going to be in the turf for ball 4. And that'll put Daniels at first base. Second walk of the night. Now up to bat, number 1, Waylon. And speaking of walks, Waylon comes up to the plate. He walked his first plate appearance and was left stranded at third base to end the first inning. He'll pop this one up towards the right side. And that one's going to go out of play and into the stands. So that'll make it 0-1, the count. Once again, 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Waylon sends a ground ball down the third base line. Foul for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be sent down the right side into fair territory. And Weston Phillips unable to track it down. So count will still remain 0-2 to Waylon. Going to be sent back to the backstop. Ground ball hit right back to Gage Deutsch over to first base for out number 2. Daniel was able to advance over to second base. Now up to bat, number 5, David. So David will come up to the plate. He reached on an error by the third baseman back in the first inning. That's 2 outs here in the top of the third. And that one's just going to miss, low and outside for ball 1. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, catching that outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 to count. Was missing on the inside for ball 2. 2-1 to count. And once again, David reached on an error in the first inning and was left stranded at first base to end the first inning. They'll send that one fouled and out of play for strike two. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Number 4, Daniel, the designated hitter at second base. Gage Deutsch coming home with it. That one's going to be popped up towards the left side, and that one will be out of play. Out into the parking lot. We pan from left to right. Count still remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the third. That foul ball comes back into play. They'll pause play for a moment, and we'll get right back into action as the umpire gives a go-ahead. Breaking ball, catching in there for strike 3, and that's going to do it for the top half of the third inning, as Deutsch throws his 6th strikeout of the night. This one looking. So we'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back for the bottom half of the third inning. Well, we will see Xavier Schulke, Weston Phillips, and Santiago Guerra, the first 3 to come up to the plate. Right now, we'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Line baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
And hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
Thank you for watching Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. While we are here to bring free entertainment to all those who couldn't make it to tonight's game, please remember when posting a comment to please be respectful to both teams, coaches, student athletes, officials, and to each other. Disrespectful comments will not be tolerated and will be deleted. The individual who makes the derogatory comment will be banned from the current broadcast and possibly from future Lions Pride Sports broadcast based on the negativity of the comment. So please enjoy the broadcast and show your pride. Go Lions!
Now leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 4, Xavier Schulke. Xavier Schulke digging in, younger brother of Evan Schulke, former catcher for the Lockhart Lions as well. He'll swing at the first pitch, out to the shortstop. Carson over to first base in time for out number 1. Now coming up to bat, number 13, Weston Phillips. So the first baseman, Phillips, will dig into the batter's box for the first time. And that one's going to bounce away for ball 1. So 1-0 the count to the first baseman. And that one's going to miss outside for ball two. 2-0 the count now. Still no score here in the bottom of the third inning. Great pitching and great defense on both sides of the plate. Breaking ball missing low for ball three. 3-0 the count. And swinging on a 3-0 pitch, fouls it out of play and into the stands for strike one. And 3-1 pitch on the way. High breaking ball inside, missing. And that's going to be ball four. Waylon Weston Phillips will make his way to first base as we head to the top of the lineup. Now batting for the Lockhart Lions, number 2, Santiago Guerra. So the catcher for the Lions will be digging in. And one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Weston Phillips at first base. Breaking ball, catching that outside corner for strike one. Once again, Weston Phillips at first, and having to go back to first base. He's able to get back in time. Oh, and 1 the count. That one's going to be inside for ball one. 1-1 the count now. 1 ball to 1 strike. Over to first base. Not in time once again. Once again, I want to thank everybody tuning in, whether you're watching on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. That one's going to be fouled back and out of play for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. One's going to be inside. Missing for ball 2. 2-2 to count. Great job by David once again, keeping that one in front of him. That one's going to miss high for ball 3. That's going to make it a full count. So even though there's only 1 out, we'll probably see Weston Phillips on the move with this pitch as it's a full count. And Phillips will hold back, and that's going to be ball 4. As Santiago will reach on a walk. That's going to bring up. Now batting for the Lockhart Lions, number 8, Avery Ibarra. Ibata couldn't reach base in his first at-bat. Here he is stepping in for his second at-bat. Looks at the breaking ball for strike one. Only one out once again here in the bottom of the third inning. Weston Phillips at second base. Santiago Guerra at first. Taking a swing at this one towards left field, up in the sky, and that one's going to be caught by Jaron, the left fielder, for out number 2. All runners will stay in position, and that's going to bring up, now batting for the Lockhart Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez. So the senior will come up to the plate with 2 runners on the base paths. So he'll be set to face the first pitch, and his second at bat takes a hack at it, fouls it down the left side. Ethan Mendez's last plate appearance in it with a pop up to the catcher. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Going to tail away and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Throwing over to second base, and Weston's going to get back in time. Weston Phillips at first base. Fouling it back to the backstop for strike 2. I believe we do got a courtesy runner at first base. Or not. Santiago Guerra still out there. And up and in for ball 2. 2-2 to count. Two-two pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on and hit down the left side, foul and out of play. Count still remains 2-2. And Mendez has the power to send it out of here. Right now just looking for a solid hit. Keep this inning going for the Lockhart Lions. And sends a line drive to left field. Left fielder bobbles it, coming around third base. Weston Phillips on his way home to throw home, not in time. And Phillips will slide in for the first run of the game on an RBI single by Ethan Mendez. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 11, Parker Connor. So Connor will step into the batter's box with 2 outs. That's going to be low and inside for ball 1. And Guetta's at second base. Ethan Mendez at first. going to miss for ball two. 2-1, 2-0 to count. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Two balls, one strike to count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. That's going to be up and out of the strike zone for ball 3. Low in the turf is going to get past the catcher. And that's going to be ball 4. That's going to load the bases up for Gage Deutsch. Now batting for the Lockhart Lions, number 1, Gage Deutsch. So Gage Deutsch will step into the batter's box with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Bases loaded, Lockhart with a 1-0 lead. After the RBI single to left field by Ethan Mendez, scored Weston Phillips from second. Now the first pitch to Gage Deutsch is going to be a breaking ball in there for strike 1. And right now on the base paths, we got Santiago Guerra at third base, Ethan Mendez at second, and Parker Connor at first. Reaching on a walk. That's going to be up and away for ball 1, 1-1 to count. Gage Deutsch also doing a fantastic job on the mound. 6 strikeouts so far on the night. Aaron, on the other hand, has 2 strikeouts to his credit. That one's going to be fouled back and out of play for strike 2. One-two pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. One-two pitch on the way from Aaron. That one's going to be sent towards left field and right at the left fielder, Jaron, who will make the squeeze for out number 3s. And the Lions will leave the bases loaded. But not before they're able to put one run across the plate. So after 3 innings of play, it is Lockhart Lions 1, Kenedy Lions 0. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back for the top of the 4th right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a 3rd-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a 1st-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
And once again, the throw down the second lets you know it's time to get back into action. Now leading off for the Kenedy Lions, number 0, Delay. So Delay will lead things off here in the top of the 4th inning. Grounded out to the third baseman, his first plate appearance. Gage Doy still on the mound. He'll miss on his first pitch to Delay. Low and outside for ball 1. He won't miss on that one as he catches that outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Lockhart Lions able to add 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd to take the lead 1-0. Heading here into the top of the 4th inning. That was Ethan Mendez with a line drive to left field that scored Weston Phillips from second base. And the 1-1 pitch will catch that outside corner for strike 2. Much to the dismay of a couple of fans out here. A 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a foul back to the backstop for strike 2. Still remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled back to the backstop. And once again, the count will still remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two pitch on the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's going to be strikeout number 7 for Gage Deutsch. Now batting for the Kenedy Lions, number 7, Joel. So Joel will step into the batter's box for the 2nd time. He's a strikeout victim of Gage Deutsch. Struck out his first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. Here he is in the top of the 4th. Starts off with a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That one's going to miss outside for ball 1. Looks like that was one of those pitches they call it a junk pitch, to try and get the batter to chase after one. Joel not having any of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's just missing on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And strikeout number 8 for Gage Deutsch. That'll make it 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up Logan up to the plate. He walked his first plate appearance. Big swing and a miss. Now batting for the Kenedy Lions, number 6, Logan. So with a big swing and a miss, it's 0-1 the count. Another big swing and a miss for strike 2. Okay. Gage Deutsch is 1 strike away from striking out the side. Can he do it for strikeout number 9? Just missing on the outside for ball 1. That one's going to miss low and outside for ball 2. 2-2 to count. be sent fouling out of play. And the 2-2 pitch will miss, low and outside for ball 3. That's going to make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Logan, the second baseman for the Kenedy Lions. And a swing and a miss or a tip, and Santiago Guerra will hang on to that one as Gage Doy strikes out the side and picks up his 9th strikeout of the night. So after 3.5 of play, Lockhart Lions still lead 1-0. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
And we are back for the bottom half of the 5th inning as we will see Waylon Phillips, Jeremiah James, and Xavier Schuke to lead things off for the Lockhart Lions as they lead 1-0. Leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 7, Waylon Phillips. Phillips looking for his first official at bat. He was hit by the pitch, his first plate appearance. He takes a look at the first pitch for strike 1. Looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound. That's number 1, Waylon for the Kenedy Lions, right-hander. There was a breaking ball in there for strike 2. So Waylon versus Waylon at the plate and on the mound. 0-2 count to Waylon Phillips of the Lockhart Lions. And he'll poke that one out towards right field, and that's going to be a bloop single as it rolls towards the fence line. And Waylons will reach first base on a single. Now to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 9, Jeremiah James. So Jeremiah James will step into the batter's box. He struck out his first plate appearance. He is 0 for 1 tonight. The throw over to first base is going to get past the first baseman. Waylon Phillips gets up. He's on the move over to second. No throw as he makes the turn. And he's going to go ahead and take off to third base. The throw will be wide and out of. And great job by the pitcher to back up the third baseman. As Waylon Phillips was looking to take home. So count is still 0-2 to Jeremiah James. It's going to be low for ball one. 1-2 to count now. And that's going to hit that outside corner. I guess that's for strike two. And that's going to miss. Two and two to count. And that's going to bounce past the catcher. Waylon thought about coming home. Pulled back. That's going to make the count full. As that one bounced off the umpire. Trying to shake it off. And once again, I want to thank everybody tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. That's going to be up and away for ball four. That's going to put runners at the corner as Jeremiah James will make his way to first base. Now batting for the Lockhart Lions, number 4, Xavier Schulke. So nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Schulke's at the plate. We have Waylon Phillips at third base, Jeremiah James at first. Actually, Jeremiah James made his way to second, swiping for second base. First pitch was low for ball one. A swinging and drive into right center field. That one's going to be caught by the center fielder on the. That's going to be dropped by the center fielder. All runners will advance. That's going to be a wild throw coming in home. It's going to be Jeremiah James. And Xavier Schulke will make his way to second. That's going to play 2 runs across the plate. Waylon Phillips and Jeremiah James. Now to bat, number 13, Weston Phillips. So Weston Phillips will dig in with Xavier Schulke at second base. Nobody out. Showing bunt. And he'll bunt it foul down the right side, right in front of the home dugout. Showing bunt once again, bunts it down the third base side. And a perfectly executed bunt by Weston Phillips. And that's going to move Xavier Schulke over to third base as the head coach comes out to talk to his crew at the mound. And that'll bring up Santiago Guerra up to the plate, his third plate appearance tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Still nobody out for the Lockhart Lions. No pitching change. Number 1, Whalen still on the mound for the Kenedy Lions. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 2, Santiago Guerra. So Guerra takes a look at the first pitch, up and in for ball 1. Once again, Xavier Schulke at third base, Weston Phillips at first on a beautiful bunt single down the third base line. I thought that was going to bounce away from the catcher as Xavier Schulke is going to be tagged out at home for out number 1. Weston Phillips advances over to second. Two and 0 the count, 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball hit past the third baseman out into left field. Rounding third on his way home is Weston Phillips. And getting in there safely to first base is Santiago Guerra. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 8, Avery Ibarra. That's the third run in the inning for the Lockhart Lions. A throw to first base, not in time. Very close, though. As Avery Johnson steps into the batter's box. Or Avery Ibarra, he is 0 for 2 tonight. Take a look at the first pitch for strike 1. Well, way outside for ball 1. Quick throw over to first base, not in time. Nice move to throw over to first base by Whalen. Count is 1-1 to Ibarra. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Throw over to first base, not in time. A swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 2. That's going to bring up Now batting for the Lions, number 16, Ethan Mendez. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ethan Mendez steps into the batter's box. Santiago Guerra still at first base. And a big swing and a miss for strike one. Mendez was looking to send that one to another zip code. That one's going to be outside for ball one. 1-1 the count. A 1-1 on the way. Get out on the move to throw to second. Was in time, but the second baseman unable to hang on to it. And Santiago Guerra will pick up a stolen base. Count's going to be 2-1. Two-one on the way. That one's going to be swung on and fouled out of play. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball up and in for ball 3. It's going to make the count full to Ethan Mendez. A timeout by the catcher David as he makes his way to the pitcher's mound. Full count pitch on the way. That's going to be back to the backstop. And Guerra's going to advance to second base. Or Guerra will advance to third base. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 11, Parker Connor. So Connor will step into the batter's box. He is 1 for 1 tonight with a single to right field and a walk. And he was caught stealing back in the second inning, thrown out at second base. Runners at the corners for the Lockhart Lions. Guerra at third base, Mendez at first. Connor at the plate, swinging and fouling that one off the umpire for strike one. That one's going to miss for ball one. 1-1 to count. One and one to count. Throw over to first base. Almost throws it to the backstop or to the fence line. But great job by the first baseman, Joel, to hang on to that one. And that one's going to go right over the head of Parker Connor for ball 2. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Just off to the right side of us for strike 2. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mendez on the move, and that one's going to be fouled and out of play. Count still remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Parker Connor. Throw over to first base. Ball's going to get past the first baseman, and coming in home for the 5th run of the game for the Lockhart Lions is Santiago Guerra. Now the Lockhart Lions lead 5-0 as that ball bounced off of Ethan Mendez. They're taking a look at him down on the first base side. While they're checking on him. Count still remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Lockhart Lions have put 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th so far. 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. And have held the Kenedy Lions scoreless up until this point. Still plenty of baseball left to go. I do want to give a big shout out to our main sponsors, Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market, and Quantum Towing. So I want to give a shout out to the rest of our sponsors for the 2024-2025 season. KJ's Embroidery, Shields AC and Heating, Meitler Plumbing, Adam & Sons AC and Heating, Old Pal Texas Tavern, Texas Event Shuttle. Of course, we had a great ride in style all the way to A&M Consolidated for the final road game of the season. Special shout out to Curtis Hawkins. They're having a kite day next Saturday at the City Park. Warren Giannis Photography, Adrian Gutierrez Photography, Luling MMA, and Stay Holy. As we get back into action, count is still 2-2 to Parker Connor. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Ethan Mendez has checked out all right. He's back on the first base. That one's going to go behind the back of Connor. And Mendez is going to make his way to second. So that's going to make the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, want to give a big shout out to out there watching, and that's going to be a walk. And that's going to bring up Gage Deutsch. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions. Number 1, Gage Deutsch. Gage Deutsch is the 9th batter to come up to the plate for the Lockhart Lions here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Has 2 outs. Mendez at second. Connor at first. And the first pitch to Deutsch is going to be up and in for ball 1. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Center field playing really close, really short out there. That's going to get past the catcher for ball 2, and all runners will advance. Yes. Mendes will go to third, Connor to second, and the count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Gage Deutsch. So Lockhart definitely with 2 runners in scoring position. Gage Deutsch ended game 1 with the RBI, 3 RBI triple. Big swing and a miss to defeat the Austin Navarro Vikings by a final of 14-4. That one was played in 6 innings. Two pitch on the way. That's going to be outside in the turf. Count is full. A 3-2 on the way. A swing and a drive to left field. And that's going to be right at the left fielder, Jarin, who makes another great catch to end the inning. Lockhart Lions leave 2 runners stranded, but put 4 across the plate here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Lockhart Lions lead after 4 innings of play, 5-0. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back to start the top of the 5th inning as the Lockhart Lions once again send 9 players in the bottom of the 4th inning. And there's the Kenedy Lions up to bat first. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, Lockhart Lions with the 5-0 lead. Now up to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 8, Aaron. This is Aaron's second plate appearance. Struck out his first time up at the plate. So far, story of the night, Gage Deutsch with 9 strikeouts. Throws the first pitch to Aaron, low and inside for ball 1. That's going to be a soft roller towards the shortstop, Jesse Flores. Great dig out the dirt by Weston Phillips for out number 1. Now to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 11, Jarin. So Jarin comes up for his second plate appearance, and he is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Ground ball hit towards Ethan Mendez at third, over to first, and in time for out number 2. Now up to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 3, Carson. So the shortstop Carson, this will be his third plate appearance. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And swinging on the first pitch, he'll foul it back. Foul for strike 1. One pitch on the way. And they're going to say he was hit by the pitch. So Carson will head over to first base on a hit by pitch. Now up to bat, number 4, Daniel. So that'll put a runner at first base. That'll be Carson, the shortstop for the Kenedy Lions. That'll bring up number 4, Daniel, the designated hitter. He's still looking for his first plate appearance. He has walked twice, caught stealing. That one's going to miss inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk issued. And looks like Gage Deutsch's night will be completed on a great night. 9 strikeouts. I could see no outs, no hits. Several walks, though, and a hit batsman. And it looks like Ethan Mendez will come in for relief as he takes his warm-up pitches. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you're looking to cherish that special moment in photos, Warren Yanez Photography is the one to call. Lockhart High School sophomore and Lions Pride sports broadcast videographer Warren Yanez is a very talented young man with the inspiration and determination to capture the photos that will create an everlasting memory. Warren Yanez Photography has flexible scheduling, with shoot locations available within the Lockhart perimeter. If you are interested in having Warren photograph yourself, your family, and pets, he graciously accepts love offerings and tips as a way to continue nurturing and refining his God-given talents. For more info, you can contact Warren Yanez Photography at 512-855-3106.
And once again, new pitcher on the mound for the Lockhart Lions. Ethan Mendez will come in as Gage Deutsch leads with a no-hitter and 9 strikeouts. Now up to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 1, Waylon. So Waylon will step into the batter's box. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out back to the pitcher and walked his first plate appearance. He'll step into the batter's box as he will be the first batter Ethan Mendez will face with 2 runners on the base pads. Carson at second, Daniel at first. Both of them reaching on hit by pitch and a walk. Coming with the first pitch, he'll miss outside for ball 1. Outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. And that one hit that outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Foul ball hit off the batter for strike 2. That'll make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And just sticking the bat out there to stay alive, fouling that one back for strike, to keep the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on and hit towards left field, and it's going to drop foul. So once again, the count will still remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Waylon is at the plate battling it out against Ethan Mendez, his first batter of the night. This one's going to be sent towards left field, going back to the wall, and that's going to be out of here. A 3-run home run by Waylon. And it is now a 5-3 ball game. As number 5, David, comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Takes a look at the first pitch, low for ball 1. Ground ball hit towards the right side. That's going to be foul. As Weston Phillips gave chase to it. So that'll make it 1-1 the count now. Two and one the count. going to be up and in for ball 3. That one's going to miss inside for ball 4. Check that as ball, but yeah, ball 4. And we will have a timeout as the pitching coach will make his way to the mound to speak with Ethan Mendez. It looks like we'll have a courtesy runner coming in. That'll be number 14. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Janger coming in to run for David. As we get back to action, Mendez remains on the mound. That's going to be in there for strike 1 as Delhay is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 tonight. That's going to be in the turf for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Ground ball hit right back to Mendez. Can't hang on to it. The throw to first, not in time. And that'll put 2 runners on the base pads as Delhay will reach on an error. David will go over to second base. Now up to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 7, Joel. Joel is 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Tie and run is at first base. That one's going to miss outside for ball 1. When Mendez came in to pitch, Jesse Flores moved over to third base. Gage Deutsch to short. That one's going to miss for ball 2. So Mendez went to pitch. Deutsch went to third. Deutsch went to short, and Flores went to third. That one's going to miss outside for ball 3. So Mendez will walk Joel, and that'll load the bases up. That'll put David at third, Delhay at second, Joel at first. And it looks like we will have a pitching change. take a quick time out, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get 10% off your service call. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market's been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And we are back. New pitcher on the mound. That's going to be Santiago Guerra going from the plate to the mound. Mendez will go back to third. Flores will go back to short. And Xavier Schulke will come in behind the plate. And Santiago will face number 6, Logan. Now up to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 6, Logan. Logan has walked and struck out. He is 0 for 1 tonight. As Logan is a 9th batter to come up to the plate. Lockhart Lions defense got the first 2 batters out, but since then it's been 7 straight bats. And a 3-run home run. In between all that, on the first pitch is going to be high for ball 1 to Logan. A 3-run home run by number 1, Wayland. We have ourselves a ball game. It's a two-run lead now, 5-3. As we have in UIL, Texas High School Baseball, they implemented the headsets now to where they could get the calls of the pitch from the dugout instead of handing signals. Get it from the headset. A swing and a miss for strike 1. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, bases loaded. Got David at third, Delhay at second, Joel at first, and another swing and a miss for strike 2. Now the Lockhart Lions are 1 strike away from getting out of this one. One-two pitch on the way, up and in for ball 2. Two-two pitch on the way, and that's going to catch that outside corner for strike 3. But not before the Kenedy Lions strike with a 3-run home run by Whalen over the left field fence. And the Lockhart Lions lead is now 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
Leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 7, Waylon Phillips. And we have a new pitcher in the game for the Kenedy Lions. It's going to be number 0, Delay. And Waylon Phillips will be up to bat first. He is 1 for 1 tonight, was hit by a pitch, single to right field on a blooper and scored. Takes a look at the first pitch, low and outside for ball 1. Once again, I want to thank everybody tuning in and watching. If you're watching on Facebook, let me know where you're watching from and give you a shout out if you want to send a shout out. Post it in the comments and I'll get it out for you. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be swung on and hit towards left field, up in the sky, going back. And able to track it down is Jaron for out number 1. Next up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 9, Jeremiah James. James is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout and a walk and 1 run scored. He'll take a look at the first pitch, breaking ball for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on as that one goes right back to the backstop. Big swooping breaking ball, just missing. Oh, 0-2 the count to Jeremiah James. And a foul tip back to the catcher's mitt for out number 2. Now to bat number 4, Xavier Schulke. Schulke single to right center field, his last plate appearance. He is 1-for-1 tonight. Swing and a miss. That one's going to be fouled out of play. And he'll poke that one out to left field. Coming in for a diving attempt is Jaron unable to come up with it. Schuelke's going to slide it, get in there safely to second base. Now to bat, number 13, Weston Phillips. Weston Phillips is 1-for-1, reaching on a bunt single and a walk, and has scored twice. Looks at the first pitch, up and in for ball one. Xavier Schuelke at second base, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be inside for ball 2. That one's going to be popped up, and that'll be found out of play for strike 1. 2-1 pitch from Delay on the way. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Two pitch on the way. That one's going to be swung on and popped up, and that one's going to be out of play behind the backstop. Count will still remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, drop ball on the way to first, and that's going to be it. So after 5 innings of play, score still remains. Lockhart Lions 5, Kenedy Lions 3. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
And we are back for the top half of the sixth inning. Leading things off will be Aaron, followed up by Jaron and Ryder. Santiago Guerra still on the mound for the Lockhart Lions. And leading off for the Kenedy Lions, number 8, Aaron. Aaron is 0 for 2 tonight. Led the inning off in the top half of the fifth inning. Grounded out. He's back up to bat with his third plate appearance against his third different pitcher, and Santiago Guerra. You'll look at the first pitch, low and outside for ball 1. It's going to be low for ball 2. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. A beautiful breaking ball for strike 2. That'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That'll be fouled off the fist. Count will still remain 2-2. Once again, 2-2 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to be the second strikeout for Santiago Guerra. Now at the plate, number 11, Jaron. Jaron is also 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. And a ground out to the third baseman. His last plate appearance. Looks at the first pitch inside for ball 1. And that's going to break in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Going to be up and away for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Gets a little piece of that one, but right back into the glove of Evan Schulke for strike 2. Or Xavier Schulke, excuse me. Make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes with the delivery. And a big swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the top half of the 6th inning. Same situation. First 2 batters came up to bat in the top half of the 5th inning. Were out. Now to bat, number 3, Carson. And after that, it was 7 straight batters that came up to the plate. Capped off with a 3-run home run by Whalen. As Carson was hit by a pitch to start that short rally. He's 0 for 2 tonight with 1 run scored and 2 strikeouts. That one's going to be outside, curveball in the dirt. That's going to miss inside for ball 2. 2-0 to count. 2-0 pitch on the way. That's going to be a chopper out towards the second baseman. Trying to backhand it, unable to come up with it. And Carson will reach on an infield single. And that'll bring up number 4, Daniel, up to the plate. Now batting for the Kenedy Lions, number 4, Daniel. Daniel has walked 3 times and has scored once. He'll come up to bat looking for his first official at-bat. Takes a look at strike 1 on the outside. That one's going to be lined out towards left field. And that'll put 2 runners on the base pads now. Now up to bat, number 1, Waylon. Waylon will step into the batter's box. He is 1 for 2 tonight, but that one was for a 3-run home run back in the last inning. And would you know it, Carson and Daniel were on the base pads when Waylon sent it over the left field wall. For a 3-run shot, he's back up at the bat. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball by Guerra for strike 1. Another breaking ball. This time is going to be outside. You're not going to fool Waylon twice on that one. One's going to be fouled back for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Carson at second, Daniel at first. Waylon at the plate, Santiago Guerra on the mound. Xavier Schulke behind the plate. One's going to be hit towards right field, straight at Jeremiah James, and he's going to make the squeeze for out number 3s. So after 5.5 innings of play, the score still remains Lockhart Lions 5, Kenedy Lions 3. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Woo! Yeah! And we are back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Lockhart Lions lead 5-3 as Santiago Guerra will lead things off, followed by Avery Ibarra and Ethan Mendez in the number 3 spot. And should we get to number 4 spot, it'll be Parker Connor. With this inning and one more inning left to go, Lockhart Lions would like to put a couple of more insurance runs on the across the plate as they look to win both games of the doubleheader tonight. Of course, the Lockhart Lions defeated Austin Navarro Vikings 14-4 in game 1 and lead 5-3 here in this one. Leading off for the Lockhart Lions, number 2, Santiago Guerra. Well, delay still remains on the mound for the Kenedy Lions as we get set to start the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a drive towards left field. Going back is a left fielder, and underneath it to make the squeeze is Jaron. Once again, Jaron's done a fantastic job in left field for the Kenedy Lions tonight. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 8, Avery Ibarra. And he'll take a look at the first pitch, low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Ethan Mendez in the on-deck circle. Avery Ibarra is 0 for 3 tonight. Low and outside for ball 2. That one's going to be low for ball 3. Once again, Lockhart Lions looking for insurance runs before they head into the top of the 7th inning. And that's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. Up and in for ball 4. And Avery Ibarra reaches first base on a walk. Now up to bat number 16, Ethan Mendez. So Ethan Mendez comes up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a single to left field and a walk. Now, first pitch to him is going to be inside for ball 1. Avery Ibarra at first base. With the walk. Got some nice sizable lead at first. Over to first base, and great job by the first baseman, Joel, to hang on to that one. On the move is Ibarra to throw down to second. Not in time. So great jump by Avery Ibarra as he makes his way to second. A swing and a miss. Count is 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is going to be low into the dirt. Great job by David to keep it in front of him. That'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Parker Connor on deck. Again, Ethan Mendez is 1 for 2 tonight. And a drive into right center field. And that's going to find the gap. Rounding third on his way home is Avery Ibarra. Mendez on his way to second, where he will hold up. So a double to right center field. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called. They'll head to the pitcher's mound, but nonetheless. And next up to bat for the Lockhart Lions will be number 11, Parker Connor. And it looks like we will see a pitching change for the Kenedy Lions. And while they'll do that, we'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And we are back as a new pitcher on the mound. That's going to be number 2, Ryder, for the Kenedy Lions. And the Lions already put one across the board, across the plate. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ethan Mendez with the RBI double to right center field. Hit it right into the gap as they were playing him more towards left field. So Ethan Mendez is at second base. Parker Connor at the plate. He is 1 for 1 tonight with 2 walks. And he's taking a look at the first pitch inside for ball 1. So Connor looking to bring Mendez around from second. That's going to be high for ball 2. That's going to miss high and inside for ball 3. So 3-0 pitch on the way, and that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Parker Connor. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 1, Gage Deutsch. So Deutsch comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 3. Has lined out twice to the left fielder and once to the right fielder. Looking for his first base hit. Here in game 2, looks at a big swooping breaking ball for strike 1. As Gage Deutsch gives a little nod to the pitcher. Once again, Mendez at second. Connor at first. Nobody out. That's going to be up and away for ball 1. ball hit towards the second baseman, coming up, throw in, and unable to get it to the first baseman. Rounding third on his way home is Mendez. As that's going to advance runners around as that ball went through the fence line. And that's going to play 2 runners across the plate. As Mendez will score and Parker will score as well. Gage gets on with an infield single and advances over to third base, or second base on a wild throw. Actually, they're going to take 1 run across the scoreboard as Connor will stay at third base. And that's going to bring up Waylon Phillips. And Phillips sends one down the left field line. Fair. Parker will score, and so will Gage Deutsch, while Waylon Phillips makes his way to second. A 2 RBI double for Waylon Phillips. Still nobody out. Now up to bat number 9, Jeremiah James. And he'll swing at the first one, pops it up in the infield. And the shortstop, Carson, will come up with it for out number 1. Now up to bat for the Lockhart Lions, number 4, Xavier Schulke. Now, Lockhart Lions can end this game if they could get 4 more runs on the board. And run rule the Kenedy Lions, 13-3. Right now it's 9-3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Waylon Phillips at second base with a 2 RBI double. Schulke lines one ground ball towards third base, over to first, and in time. And that's going to do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. As we head to the 7th inning, it is Lockhart Lions 9, Kenedy Lions 3. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
And we are back for the top half of the 6th, 7th inning as the Lockhart Lions lead 9-3. They picked up 4 insurance runs. They're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Kenedy Lions will need to score 6 to keep this game going into the bottom of the 7th. Leading off for the Kenedy Lions, number 5, David. So David will step into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a reach base on an error back in the first inning. Santiago Guerra still on the mound. First pitch is going to be outside. For ball 1. And the 0-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. One and one to count. And check swing for ball 2. That one's going to be well hit towards right field, going back, or towards center field, excuse me. That's going to get over the head of Waylon Phillips, and that'll be a leadoff double for David. Now up to bat for the Kenedy Lions, number 0, Delay. Delay will be digging in. He is 0 for 2 tonight. That's going to be outside for ball 1. That one's going to be fouled off the fist, and that one's going to be called by the first baseman, Weston Phillips, for out number 1. Now batting for the Kenedy Lions, number 20, Aiden. Aiden will be coming in to bat for Joel. This will be his first plate appearance. That one's going to be low and outside for ball 1. Great job by Xavier Schulke to hang on to that one. That one's going to miss inside for ball 2. Two and 0 the count. That's going to miss high for ball 3. One out here in the top of the 7th inning. Lockhart Lions looking to close this one out. And looking at that one on the outside corner for strike 1. That'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. To Aiden. Once again, his first plate appearance. Coming into bat for Joel, who went 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. And the 3-1 pitch is going to drop in there for strike 2. That'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. David at second base with a leadoff double. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. Count will still remain full. And timeout's going to be called at the plate by Aiden. was granted by the umpire. Once again, 3-2 count, 1 out. That one's going to be popped up towards right center field. Center fielder slide it over. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And that's Waylon Phillips out there in center field. And that's going to bring up number 6, Logan, up to the plate. Now batting number 6, Logan. Logan is 0 for 2 tonight. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Trying to keep this game going. Swinging on the first pitch for strike 1. And a great ball game today between a 5A school and a 2A school. That one's going to be popped up towards the right side, and it's going to be out of play for strike 2. Divisions and classes don't matter. It's still one baseball. One person throws it, one person hits it, one person fields it. That one's going to be hit towards right field. It's got room, and a great job by Avery Ibarra to chase it down and put it in the books. The Lockhart Lions will win both games of the doubleheaders as they defeated Austin Navarro Vikings 14-4 in Game 1 and come out victorious here in Game 2, 9-3 over the Kenedy Lions. We are going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your offense and defensive players of the game right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoked Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of smoked Texas barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
Once again, welcome everybody to the Kreitz Market postgame show. I do want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched tonight's broadcast, whether you're watching on Facebook or on our YouTube channels. Hope you enjoyed tonight's contest. Lockhart Lions go 2-0 tonight in their doubleheader, defeating Austin Navarro Vikings 14-4 in Game 1 and coming out victorious here in Game 2 against the Kenedy Lions, a very gutsy baseball team, by a final of 9-3. And with that, we'll go straight to our postgame honors. Here for Game 2, our Quantum Towing defensive players of the game is going to go to Gage Deutsch and Santiago Guerra. Gage Deutsch comes out with a victory, with the win, and Santi comes out with a save tonight. So great job by these two guys. Gage Deutsch struck out 9 batters on his time on the mound. So congratulations to Gage Deutsch and Santiago Guerra. You are the Quantum Towing defensive players of the game. As for your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game, is going to go to Ethan Mendez and Waylon Jennings. Great job by these two gentlemen, both collecting 2 RBI doubles and critical points during the contest tonight. So congratulations to Ethan Mendez and Waylon Phillips. You are tonight's, in Game 2, Kreitz Market offensive players of the game. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight for Lockhart Lion Baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. And once again, thank everybody for tuning in. My name is Emilio Suarez-Juarez. And before I close out, like I always say, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market and Quantum Towing. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart.